Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is your favorite baby girl, Anyasatu, and Anyasatu is going to be in the kitchen today, okay? Guys, so I don't know what I'm going to call this segment. I don't know if it's going to be a cook with me or in the kitchen with Anyasatu or whatever. I don't know guys, but all that you should know is that you guys are going to be cooking with me and I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite recipes or maybe just things that I'm going to cook in a day or whatever. Okay, so today I'm going to be making butternut risotto, right? So I haven't made butternut risotto, but I have made like spinach risotto, mushroom risotto. I just haven't made butternut risotto, but I have an idea of like how to make it. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. So I'm just going to be bringing out my ingredients and showing you guys how we can make it. The ingredients I have are the butternut, and you can see like one of them is just like, well, one bunch of them is like just chopped anyhow. And I'm going to explain just now why. And then I also have the butternut that's like chopped into nice cubes. And then we're going to need ginger as well because it is a butternut and ginger risotto. And then we're going to have oil, sugar and salt. And then for the risotto, we're using arborio rice, of course. We're gonna need half an onion because I'm only gonna use about a quarter cup, which is like 125 mils. I was supposed to buy creme fraiche, but I bought cream cheese, so hopefully that's gonna work out. But I mean, it should. I'll just add a little bit of milk just to like thin it out a bit, and then it should be fine. And then I have stock here. And this is the stock that I literally just made like 2 minutes ago. I just put 2 cubes of stock. You can use any stock of your choice, vegetable stock, chicken stock, beef stock, oxtail stock, any stock, and just add hot water to it, dissolve it, and there you go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put the butternut into 2 different bowls so that I can, you know, I don't want to mix them up because the butternut that's like already like chopped and, you know, chopped anyhow, I'm going to use that to roast it and then blend it, like sort of get like a puree and then fold it into the risotto. So I want to mix it with these ones because for this one I'm going to use it like as a garnish at the end, so for like presentation purposes and stuff. So the reason why I decided to roast it is because like you get a lot of flavor from roasting compared to like boiling it. And also boiling it can make the thing a bit, like the food a bit too wet, and I don't really want that. So yeah, that's basically it. And then of course we're gonna need ginger. I don't have a microplane, but guys, we can always make a plan, like it's okay. So we're just gonna peel the ginger. I mean, we don't want to have like ginger skins in the thing. You know guys, the reason why it took me a very long time to actually start doing this is because like a lot of the times like I don't really work with recipe quantities. I just put it all in and hope for the best. So every time people would be asking me like for a solid recipe, and I'm just like I don't really have one. I just, you know, I just improvise and I just, you know, it just always works out, so I don't know. But I mean, at least you guys can see for yourself, if you guys know, but you just use a spoon and just peel it. You don't actually use a peeler. We're gonna just grate it onto the chopping board because I don't have a microplane and I don't have something that's finer than this. So we're just gonna grate it and then just chop it roughly and just make it finer because literally the worst thing that you can do is bite into ginger like in food. Oh my gosh, that is like horrible. It's literally the worst thing. And by the way guys, you don't have to add cream cheese or creme fraiche or cream. That is literally just like all up to you. But then for me, I just love a very creamy and rich, you know, and thick risotto. So that's why I decided to add like cream or creme fraiche and even a lot of butter, you guys. Like you can't have risotto and not add butter. By the way, for the risotto, usually you'd add white wine in the beginning process. But because I don't drink like white wine and I don't cook with it either, it's a bit pointless for me to buy it. But I mean, if you want to add it, you really can. That's the traditional recipe. So now with this ginger, what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to divide it into two. The one will go into the one batch of butternut, and then the other half will go into the other. And what I'm going to do is just drizzle oil. Add salt for seasoning. And then I'm also going to be adding sugar as well, because I sort of want the butternut to have like a sweet taste to it, because I just feel like butternut should have like a sweet element to it. So I'm just going to do about like 3 pinches. I know some people also add like cinnamon as well. That's really up to you, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, that was 3.5 pinches. You see, this is why I don't work with recipes. Because I just feel like I do what I feel like is right. So okay, so as you can see, the butternuts are separated, so I'm just going to mix that through. I've already preheated the oven to 180 degrees. You can also add butter as well at this stage, and then it just cooks in the butter. Yummy. The butternut that's gonna be, they're both gonna be roasted, and then this one is gonna be taken out and blended and, you know, made into a puree so that we can fold it into the risotto. And then this one is also gonna be roasted, and then we're just gonna add it at the end, like final stages when we're about to serve. We're gonna check this like after 20 minutes. For the risotto, guys, risotto takes quite a while to make. It requires a lot of patience, and it's also somewhat very therapeutic. Like if you're going through something and it's just one of those things where you get to meditate and just think about your life, because that's how long it takes. You sort of want to get your onions like very like nice and thin and very fine, because you don't want to like end up, essentially you don't want to see the onions like in the risotto. So make sure that they're very like fine. Next, we're going to use garlic. The garlic is something that you can also grate. You don't have to like chop it. So I'm going to be using 2 cloves for the risotto, even though it's for like 1/4 cup, because I really love garlic. Garlic adds so much flavor, and I literally can't imagine cooking without garlic. Exciting part, we're gonna start with the risotto. Like this is just over half, and so I'm only gonna be using half of it. You get a lot out of just this portion. The rice absorbs the stock and it like swells up, so this is more than enough for me. Okay, so I've just added the onions, and so they're starting to sweat. And now I'm gonna add the garlic. Usually you don't add garlic in the beginning because it tends to burn. So it needs to be like incorporated into something so that it doesn't burn. Okay, this is nice and ready. This is the 1/4 cup of risotto, and this is how it looks like. And I'm gonna just add this in just to toast the rice, get a nice color. Now we're just gonna toast it. And this is how it's looking. So we're going to toast it and get a nice color. So I'm going to be using this cup as a form of measurement just to, you know, make sure that it's accurate. And here's my stock. Just want to get this ready, just mix it through. And then I'm just going to add okay, so we're going to add half a cup of this at a time. And this is where the stirring comes in. There's no more liquid at the bottom. So now we're going to add more, or the remainder rather. Mix it through. Don't forget to add seasoning. I forgot to add it, so we're just going to add just about. Now you can see that it's starting to take a longer time for the risotto to absorb, so that means that it's cooking well. And the butternut is actually ready, so I'm going to take that out now. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to puree this. So this is how the butternut looks like. And this is what we're going to blend and fold into the risotto once this is cooked. Okay, so I have the pureed butternut and it tastes so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. There's just a good balance of the butternut and the ginger as well. There's also just a bit of sweetness from the sugar. Oh my gosh. And for me, I just love this dark color. It just shows that it was roasted. And obviously, guys, when you roast, you just get a lot more flavor, you know? I also wanted to mention that depending on the stock that you use, that's the color of the risotto, the end result. That's how the risotto is going to be when it's like fully cooked. So just keep in mind, like if you're going to use like oxtail stock or like a beef stock that has like a darker color, then you know your risotto is going to end up like a darker color, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, if that's what you want, then that's okay. See, the risotto is absorbing all the stock. I'm gonna start adding all my accompaniments as well. So I'm gonna start adding the butter, the cream cheese. Ooh, I can't wait. Since I told you guys that I was supposed to buy creme fraiche instead of cream cheese, I just decided to add a little bit of milk just to thin it out because I didn't want the risotto to be like too thick. So yeah, this also works. So if you make a mistake like me, then you can just add milk and to the consistency that you want. And the only way that you'll know risotto, if the risotto is ready, is if you actually taste it. So I'm just gonna taste it now. Okay. Okay, let's taste. Okay, let's taste. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm just gonna add one more, half a cup of this stock. I know some people like the risotto that has still like a bite to it. It's still a bit like hard-ish. Not undercooked, but hard-ish. So that's how I like mine. I'm gonna start adding butter, creme fraiche, and the pumpkin risotto. Oh my gosh, you guys, butter. And don't be shy, guys. Add as much as you feel like you need to add. And I'm gonna start adding this cream cheese mixture. I'm just gonna add about 2 tablespoons just to see how it is. So this is our butternut risotto. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Now for the moment of truth. Oh my gosh, listen, wow. So guys, I am finally done making the butternut and ginger risotto. It tastes so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is how, I'm gonna just show you a picture. And yeah, so that's how it looks like, and it is so yummy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Whew. Shooting cook with me is so much admin, but luckily enough, this is what I enjoy doing, so it's not really an issue. But I hope you guys, enjoyed this episode. If you have any other recipes of how to make butternut and ginger risotto or anything of that matter, then please leave the comments down below, because I'm also willing to learn. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We are on a journey to what? 2K subs. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and thank you for all your love and support. Please click the like button. If this is your first time here, please make sure that you subscribe if you like this content. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and yeah, I'll just see you in my next video. Ciao.